Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Monique Chantal Latoya and you're watching Mo's Agenda. And on the agenda for today, it is Vlogmas Day 13 and it's top 10 Christmas movies. My top 10 Christmas movies. I've been excited for this one because like I've been saying, I pre-made my Vlogmas in November, like the 24 days of Christmas. But yeah, so I've been excited for this vlog because if you know me, you know I love movies, love TV series, like took classes in college type of love it. Like I love the history. I'm researching movies. I'm researching TV shows. If it was a word that I didn't know, I'm Googling that. I'm learning. If it says something that sounds interesting that might be real, Googling that, learning. Love it. Love TV shows. Love movies. I've even met people that be like, how do you watch TV? Da, da, da. It's like, how do you listen to music all the time? Same way I watch TV. How do you do this all the time? Go shopping, play basketball, go to the gym. How you do stuff? We all have our things. This one has been mine. It gives me joy, okay? It brings me joy. It's all that to say I have been excited to do my top 10 favorite Christmas movies. So that's what's on today's Vlogmas Day 13. Okay, so let's get into the video. So I'm gonna start from 10 to 1. Did I rank them? Yeah, a little bit. Can things move around at any given time? Definitely. So starting with number 10, I have Klaus. Klaus is an animated series on Netflix. I would say it's for kids, but I would say it's a family movie. I have watched it a cool 7 times, never all the way through, never from beginning to end, never fully understanding the concept. What I do know is it's a postman and he runs into Santa Claus, and I think he starts helping Santa Claus or helping doing something. I don't know, but it's giving heartfelt, it's giving enjoyable with your family. I don't know. It's something about that movie that every time it comes on, or I catch my daughter watching it because it's not regular TV. Every time I catch her watching it, I'm always like, let me see what this is about. Then I get distracted doing something. But I definitely want to add it to my list because I wanted to put it out there that it's a good movie. If I watched it from beginning to end, I'm sure that I would still have it on this list at some point. Number 9, Home Alone 2. I love Home Alone 2. I thought it was Home Alone, the original, for a while because for a long time I was telling people, no, that movie takes place in New York. Then I realized when I got older, oh no, the second one is in New York. They're actually from Chicago. Did anybody else have that issue of thinking that they lived in New York? Because I remember seeing something on social media that was saying, how did the parents afford that big old house while living in New York? And then later on, I realized, oh, it's because they don't live in New York. They live in Chicago, which I don't know what the prices of houses are in Chicago, but that's how they did it. The other thing I realized about Home Alone 2, well, Home Alone in general, was that it wasn't just one family living there. Like I used to think when I was younger that it was the mom and the dad and they had all those kids. Then when I watched it when I was older, I was like, oh no, that's the dad or the mom's brother. It's like 3 sets of family living there basically. And in the first one, they're visiting the brother of the kids who's staying with them. Like because the kids stayed with them, the brother was treating them to this like trip in Paris type of situation. I don't know, something like that. But I like Home Alone 2 because I like the New York concept of it all. So number 8. Okay, the reason why it's all the way at number 8 is because it's an older movie. I feel like if I was a kid, it would be further up on the list. It is The Preacher's Wife. The Preacher's Wife, A Preacher's Wife. I don't know. It's a movie with Denzel Washington. It's a little bit older. I have not watched it as an adult. I don't think I've watched it as an adult, but it's always resonated with me. So that's why I was like, let me put it on the list. I did have to Google it because I didn't remember what it was called. So I was like, what is that Christmas movie with Denzel? That's a little old. But of course, Google got me and it was The Preacher's Wife. It was a good movie. I think Denzel was an angel in there or something like that. And the dad was struggling with stuff. I think he had a church, or I don't know. I need to rewatch it. But it's a good watch. So it gives you all the different feelings that you want to get from a movie. Happy, sad, funny. It brings the Christmas vibes. Like, I think it's good. I'm going to rewatch it if I can find it, because sometimes it's hard to find old movies these days. I'm surprised Disney doesn't have it, because I feel like that's where I used to catch it. I don't know. Number 7 is Christmas Chronicles. Now, this one is fairly new. I think it came out 2021, 2022. I'm not sure. But I like A Christmas Chronicles. It starts off with, the girl and her brother, and they're celebrating Christmas with their dad. And then you realize when they jump forward that the dad has actually passed away. So now the girl is a little bit sad. The brother is like, he's doing his older sibling, just lost my dad thing. You know how they portray those people, those type of kids in these movies, like the older brother. Yeah, it's like, I don't know, it's like they start hyper focusing on girls or different stuff like that. But anyways, so then the girl decides she wants to record and she wants to meet Santa, or she catches Santa. See, I don't even remember. Guys, I watch a lot of TV. Like I said, a lot of TV, a lot of movies. And I just remember that what resonates with me, what gives me the holiday vibes. And so I remember bits and pieces, but I bet if you put it on, I'm reciting stuff. That's how I am with shows. It's like, I may not remember right away, but if you and I are talking back and forth about it, I'm going to remember exactly what you're talking about, and I'm going to have my addition to the conversation. So apologies if you're looking for like a short snippet on what you will find so you know how to watch it. Ooh, I'm so sorry. I'm doing the best I can, but that's why I'm giving you the title, so you could go ahead and Google it on your own and get, that synopsis. So that's Christmas Chronicles. I think they had a second one, but I never actually watched the second one. Number 6 is Elf. Love Elf. Actually just watched Elf sometime this month. I've watched it since December started. And it's good. I like a good Will Ferrell. I like that he thinks he's an elf for real, and that he has his dad, and he go meets his dad, and he finds he has a little brother, and he's just doing all these Christmas stuff. I love when he decorates the home and he decorates the store. I don't know. I just love that part, because you know me, I like to see the decorations, even though I may not like to do them. Well, I do like to do the car. Anyways, that's neither here nor there. So, yeah, he decorates the store. Then they have to sing at the end to bring the Christmas spirit so Santa's sleigh could work. I thought that was a really nice interpretation of how Santa's sleigh works outside of just Rudolph. So I really liked Elf. I really like Elf. That's a good one. And you know what I just noticed? Yes, just noticed. That's Zooey Deschanel. Zoe, I don't know how to say her last name, but she's the girl from New Girl. Why did I never notice that was her? It's the blonde hair for me. The blonde hair throws me off. Okay, so then number 5 is A Christmas Carol. It's the one with Patrick Stewart. I love the Christmas Carol story. Love it, love it. I love when he's visited by the three, like the past, the present, and then the future. Then you have some stories that use Tiny Tim, and he's sick and he's this. You got the character they're following is Ebenezer Scrooge, and he's just going through these different scenarios or realities with the past, the ghosts, and the present. I don't remember the name of the ghost. I know some people know the name of the ghost, but yeah, and how they're basically trying to tell him not to be a Scrooge. I don't know. It's something about the Christmas Carol story. I just really like it. Have I read the book? I don't think I've ever read the original Christmas Carol, but I know that I've tried a few versions of it, and I do prefer live action shows. Like, I don't like animated series. I don't know. It's something about animated series. It doesn't grab me, especially if it's like older looking animation, because it could be new shows but they're older looking animations, like the Adam Sandler 8 Crazy Nights. I don't like those type of animations. Or But then you have some animations that I love, like what's the name of it? Inside Out. So it just depends, but I'm not really an animated person. So A Christmas Carol with Patrick Stewart, that's a good one. Number 4, Santa Claus 2. I like Santa Claus 2 because it's like now we're deeper into the story. Charlie's a little bit older and we're trying to find a wife for Santa Claus. And I just like that story. The third one is shaky because I don't like the Jack Frost part. If they took that out, I'll probably like it a lot more. But then I know that's the whole arc of the story. But I don't know. It's something about him trying to steal Christmas or his character. I don't know. I just don't like that one all the way. So Santa Claus 2 is my number 4. Number 3, The Grinch Stole Christmas. That's the one with Jim Carrey. Now, as of December, my baby girl has been watching the animated one a whole lot. Who is the voice of the Grinch's neighbor? If you know the voice of the Grinch's neighbor, comment down below. I wonder if I should make that my Christmas giveaway question. I don't know. It depends. But who is the voice of the Grinch, the animated version, the guy who lives next door to the Grinch? What is his I can always Google it, but I think it'll be fun if you guys interact with the video and comment it down below. But yeah, I like the one with Jim Carrey. Number 3 for me is The Grinch Stole Christmas, the version with Jim Carrey. It's just so funny. I'm a Jim Carrey girl. I do like, I want to say some of his, I think I've watched a lot of Jim Carrey films. None of them are my favorite, but I do like his work. I think he's a funny guy. He's funny. I do think I like this one the most because I know they have a few different animated ones, but the live action, is that what you call the one with real people, live action? I don't know. I like that one. Haven't watched it in a while. Hard to find if they're not trying to have you pay for it. I'm not trying to do that sometimes. Okay, number 2, Santa Claus. Yes, that is my number 2, Santa Claus with Tim Allen. I watch it every Christmas, all the time. I watch all 3 of them. I just put the first one on and watch all 3 of them. But Santa Claus has got to be my favorite. I feel like I've been watching it from I was a child. It's like a staple for me to watch Santa Claus. Like I have to watch it or it's not Christmas time. So that is why it is my number 2. I love when he becomes Santa Claus, when he's trying to shave his beard and it's popping back up, and then he goes to work and he's gaining weight and they notice, and he's eating the cookies and he wants some milk, and he goes to the doctor and his heartbeat is like the tune to Jingle Bells or something like that. And then he finally gets to the North Pole and he meets Curtis and he meets the older elf, Bernard. I think it's Bernard and Curtis. I don't remember, but I was sad when Bernard or Curtis, the one with the dreads, the older one, and he was in the second one, I think, but he's not in the third one. I don't know, but I think I had a little crush on him too when I was a kid. I don't know, but yeah, he was a little cute when I was a kid, but I was just like, where he at in the third one? But anyways, if you know who I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. You can comment down below what his name is too. But I love Santa Claus. I have to watch it every Christmas. Okay, and coming in at number 1, you're going to think it's strange, but it's a Divas Christmas Carol. Don't you hear those sleigh bells ring-a-ling, ding-ding, ding-a-ling-doo. Oh, giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, let's go. Yo, I used to love watching a Divas Christmas Carol, the one with Vanessa. I know her first name, but I don't know her last name. Williams? I don't know. But anywho, I love that one. Can't find it anywhere to save my life. I look for it every Christmas like clockwork. Can't find it. Don't know where to watch it. If you know where to watch it, please comment down below. I will pay for that one. Just tell me where it is. I have a hard time finding it. Real quick, sidebar. Westworld. Does anybody know where to find that? Because once they took it off HBO, I feel like I don't know where to find it. But anyway, that's a little sidebar. I love A Divas Christmas Carol. It is my number 1, even though I probably haven't watched it since I was a kid. Like, love A Divas Christmas Carol. Love their version of A Christmas Carol, because if you remember, A Christmas Carol was my number 5. Love their version of it. I think that's what Chili is in there, and she's the past, or she's the present. I don't know, but I loved it. I loved that they were performing, all of that. But it was also like a storyline. I don't know. I used to know the ghost name. But anyway, yes, that is my number one, A Diva's Christmas Carol. And then I decided I was going to have some honorable mentions. Let's see who could guess. Let's see who could guess. Honorable mentions, Harry Potter. I don't care. I don't care. I've seen social media where they're arguing over if it's a Thanksgiving movie or a Christmas movie. It's a Christmas movie for me. I feel like the Harry Potter movies are Christmas movies. Why? Because they're covered in snow half the movies. That's one. I feel like they're always going home for the holidays, which is a Christmas holiday. London gives me Christmas vibes. So it's a Christmas movie. Those are Christmas movies, okay? Don't argue with me. Don't even argue with me. So that was my honorable mention. My second honorable mention, which I'm only having two, is A Christmas Story. Boy, when I was a kid, this movie was so boring. It's the most boring movie ever, where he gets, the kid gets his tongue stuck on the pole. I remember that all my life, and I always used to think it was realistic. And I always used to reference it every time somebody was saying it's cold out. Don't put your tongue on a pole. You don't know. You don't want to get stuck. I thought it was the main character this whole time until I watched it when I was adult. Does anybody have that? Because I always say stuff like that, like when I watch something as an adult, like the way that I watch it as an adult changes the way I view the movie. Does anybody? If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. But anyway, so yeah, it was so boring. Then he gets a BB gun. Then there's a dad. It was just like, boring. But why is it an honorable mention? Because somehow I end up watching it every Christmas. Every Christmas, not the actual day of Christmas, but every December, I find myself watching A Christmas Story. It's on somebody's network. My dad might even be watching it, and I just catch him watching it, which is probably how I caught it the first couple of times I watched it. That movie's so boring. So boring to me. But yet, it is an honorable mention. So yeah, that kind of wraps up my top 10 Christmas movies. My hope is that you like one of these movies, and I remind you to go watch it. So you grab your hot cocoa, you grab your family, you get you a nice warm blanket, and you go in front of the TV and you find one of them, rewatch it, watch it for the first time, enjoy it, comment down below. Did you like it? Did you not like it? What's your top 10? What's your recommendations if you have any? I've probably already watched it because I watch so much TV, but it might remind me to watch it again, or I may have never seen it. So just let me know what you like and don't like on the list. Start a conversation down in the comments. I'm excited to see it. I was really excited to do this video because I am a TV person. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you made it this far, thank you for watching. If you are new to the channel and you like what you see, make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like the video, and share. And if you're an oldie, you're still a goodie. Thanks for sticking around, and I'll see you tomorrow, guys, in Vlogmas Day 14.